Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing 3 looks with my Menagerie Cosmetics Killer Purr palette. Got this palette last week and did a first impression with it, which if you'd like to see that video, I'll link it right up here. This is what the palette looks like right here. It's very like grungy and fall holiday type. I feel like it's perfect this time of year. And did 3 looks. I did this look right here. I did that blown out salmon color all over the lid with the like gray liner, and then I did that inverted smoky eye. I will say that I was inspired to do this video from Annette's Makeup Corner and Beauty Bean, which is Betty Jean. I'm gonna link their videos in the description below because they do these videos all the time, and I will give them credit because I am inspired by them. If you'd like to hear my final thoughts on this palette and if I like it, you can just watch all the way to the end. I talk about that. Yeah, so if you'd like to see my 3 looks with this palette, you can keep on watching. Hope you enjoy.
Whole lot of people need to hear this until I names on my hit list.
Okay, so we're gonna get right on into look number 1. Let's get started. For every look, I'm gonna be priming my eyes with the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. I just dot a little bit on and then get out with this JS3 brush from the Morphe X Jeffree Star first brush collection. I'm gonna be taking my ColourPop custom palette and I'm gonna be using this skin tone shade right here, Hear Me Out, for every look. This shade, it's so pigmented and it sets the eyeshadow very nicely. I've been doing this. I've been using this shade to set my lid and eye concealer for a while. First, I'm gonna be taking the shade Chase, this one right here. I'm gonna be taking this on this like little blending brush. It's the AOA Studio E129. It's kind of like flat. I'm gonna be taking that shade and I'm actually gonna be packing it on my lid like this. I am gonna be taking it all over the eye. So this shade I was thinking was like a peachy color, but it's actually like, well, yeah, it is a peachy color, but it runs more orange than what I thought, which means it's totally fine. It's still very, very cute. So what is everyone up to when you're watching this? When you see this, it's gonna be Friday, but in reality for me, it is Sunday morning. I'm just getting ready. I needed to film. I edited this morning. I'm actually going to be going to a sip and paint class with my grandma today at our local coffee shop. So yeah, I'm happy that it doesn't have a lot of fallout because in the pan it does, which I mean is fine, but as long as it doesn't fall onto my face, we're good. Because like, can we check out this base? Oh, we look cute. I used the shade Pearl for highlighter in my little palette from them, Single Shadows. I used Pearl and it's like so pretty. To have it packed on, I'm gonna be taking a fluffy brush and just dipping into Chase and just blending into the crease like this, and I'm gonna be blowing that shade out. This is such a pretty shade. I'm definitely gonna be wearing it a lot. Okay, so here's when it gets a little bit tricky. Well, not really tricky, but I'm gonna do something that I normally wouldn't do. Taking some of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and putting some on the back of my hand, like so. I'm gonna be taking the concealer on this little e.l.f. It's like an eyebrow brush, but I'm just gonna be using the brush side and dipping into the concealer. Basically, just gonna be drawing on a wing with concealer because I want to use Antelope and stamp it all over the concealer, which is this one right here. I have the wing all drew out. That's like what a regular wing would look like. I just did it with concealer. And I actually switched to this Shop Miss A E133. It's the exact same brush style, just with this one I saw this like trick where if you put like lash glue on your brush and then pinch it together, it's like really, really skinny. And the e.l.f. one wasn't doing that. So this is what we've got. And so I'm just going to clean the concealer off and dip into Antelope, just like I was going to like with a regular brush. And I'm basically just going to be stamping the shade all over that. Okay, so I'm back with both wings drew on. So let's move on. And now I'm going to be getting the shade Cub, which is this one right here. It's like this mustard yellow shade. And I did use it in my first impression, but that's okay. I'm just going to be running that on my lower lash line. I just want this to be the only color there unless it's not dark enough. If it's not, then we can deepen it up. But I really just want to focus the yellow down here. The last time that I drew a wing with eyeshadow, it transferred so bad into my crease. So I'm trying not to look up or anything like that, like up to the ceiling, because I don't want that to happen. That's actually really cute and you can definitely see it. So I'm just going to leave that by itself. I'm going to be getting the shade Prowl, which is this one right here. It's the lighter shimmer of the 2 in the palette. I'm going to use this in my inner corner. So I definitely want to like use it, and I thought this would be a good time because I want to like kind of bring out the yellow in that. Okay, it's definitely showing up, just not as bright as I'd want it to. I'm gonna take some on my brow bone as well. Just popping it on right there. Taking the fluffy brush that I used with Chase and then just blending it up next to the brow bone, just so it's not like very, very harsh. Now I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna throw on lashes, something on my lips, and something in my waterline, and we'll be back to show off the completed look. Okay, I am back with look number 1, all completed. I literally am obsessed with this look. Obviously, I don't know what look number 2 and 3 look like, but already I really love this look. Do you just ever have a day where like everything goes right? Like my lashes, I didn't have to like take them off and like reapply them. I didn't have to like redraw the wing. Everything just went amazing, which is kind of awesome in the filming world because it can take a while. This is look number 1, all completed. I really, really like it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure y'all already guessed it, but for lashes, I'm wearing the Isla Beauty lashes in the style Lana or Lani. I'm not really sure how you say it. But yeah, you know, you can use my code Joshua for 10% off their lashes. A link is in every video that I use them in. In my waterline, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's kind of like a peachy tone. I used the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade 818. It's from his like summer collection. Was it not last year or the year before that? But it's this liquid lipstick right here, and then I actually took the leftover that I had on my hand and just put some in the center of my lips, then topped it with the gloss from Jeffree Star in the shade Diamond Juice. I'm literally almost out of this. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm literally almost out, and I'm so sad because I love this. I mean, obviously I can buy it again, but just like look at it. It's like heaven, like in a bottle. Hope you enjoyed this portion of the video, and I hope you enjoy look 2 and 3. So if you'd like to see those, you can just keep on watching. Good morning, everyone. So it is, what day is it? Tuesday morning. It's around 9 o'clock, and now we're gonna move on to look number 2. What do we think of it already? I did do it off camera because I literally had no idea what I was gonna do. So I didn't want to like go into the tutorial like not knowing anything. So it was kind of confusing, but this is what we came up with. It's like an inverted smoky eye type thing, and Butte Bean or Betty Jean does these on her channel all the time, so I definitely want to credit her. Her channel will be linked in the description and up here if you want to go follow her. Subscribe to her channel. It's just amazing. I love her so much. Yeah, so I've got my coffee here, and we're just gonna move on into the tutorial. This is my Menagerie palette, obviously, and I'm gonna be taking the shade Drought, which is this one right here. I need to clean off my brush because it has some blue on it. I have to build this up since it's such a light shade, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. I did the left eye, which I guess it's the right eye for you, off camera because I had no idea what I wanted to do. And when I go in tutorials not knowing what I want to do, I always end up messing up and not liking the look. So I just wanted to jam out to some music and do this eye off camera, obviously. I really like the shade. It's like a lemonade. It's like a lemonade color. That's what I would call it. Really pretty, and it really helped out. It really helped to blend out the blue shade, teal shade that we're using in this palette. I'm gonna be taking this little tiny pencil brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into Drought and just placing the color in my inner corner like that. I don't think I've actually ever did a tutorial on here for an inverted smoky eye. I know that I've actually did one. I'll pop it up on the screen right here. I did this like at the 1st of November, and I haven't posted it yet just because my schedule for posting has been crazy. But anyway, I'm taking that on the front portion of my lower lash line now. Basically, as you see it on here, it's like if your eye was like flipped. So like, let's say this is the inner corner. Well, it really is, but like this is the outer corner. And then this is like your crease. So basically, it's just like where your eyes flipped. I don't know how to explain it. I think these are really cool looks, and like once you put lashes and everything on, it looks like really good. With that blending brush, I'm just gonna be blending everything out. I'm gonna be taking the JS5 brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into the shade Watering Hole, which is this one right here. It is such a pretty shade. I played with it in my first impression, but I wanted to showcase it in another look, and I thought this would be like the perfect look to do it with. So there we go. Basically, I'm just going to be popping that in the crease, but like the front portion. And now I'm taking that pencil brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to be dipping right into Watering Hole and just placing that on my lower lash line. I always like to place it, then blend it, because with these darker shades, I'm actually going to be tucking it really tight into my inner corner area, getting everything out. Back in with that brush that we used Drought with, dipping in some more. I'm just going to be blending out Watering Hole. You would think that this wouldn't be a good color to like help blend this out, but it actually is. It like helps it out and helps it blend really easily. I'm gonna be getting this little Moda BMX 430 crease brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into the shade Mighty Roar, which is this one right here. It's actually the darkest shade in the palette, I guess you would say. I'm just gonna be using that shade to like deepen up everything, and this is gonna be kept closest to like the crease and everything, just because I don't want it all the way up to my brow bone. Inverted smoky eyes are literally so quick. Like I literally did this eye, including like blending and like applying inner corner highlighter and everything within like 5 minutes. Like I think it was like 5 or 7 minutes. But that doesn't include like adding lashes and everything, just because I wasn't gonna put lashes on one eye and then not the others. Right now I'm just placing and kind of blending, but this brush really isn't good for blending just because it's so, I don't know, I don't really like this brush for blending. And anyway, now I'm doing that little pencil brush again. I'm cleaning it off every time, and I'm just be placing that on my lower lash line like this. Going back in with that JS5 brush, dipping into watering hole a little bit more. I'm just going to be blending out Mighty Roar, which is the dark brownish color that we used. Using Drought again, and I'm just going to be going in to like finalize all the blending. I'm using Purr to highlight the inner corner and brow bone. Now for the next shade that I'm going to be using, I don't know if you're really going to be able to see it, but maybe. But I placed the shade, wait, I need to get the Color palette. But I placed the shade Lioness and Prowl. I mixed them together, which is this one and this one, on the outer corner. They're two shimmers. I'm putting them on the outer corner so that you can see them in my pictures. I thought that would look cute. Then I just have this like random brush sitting that I used to blend on the first eye, but I didn't need it this time, but I'm just going to be going over. You can kind of see it. I mean, it's there, and I played with it, so. Okay, that is look 2 basically all complete. I'm going to go off camera and throw on some lashes, something in my waterline, and something on my lips, and we'll be back to talk more. Okay, so I'm back with the completed look. What do we think? Different, of course, but you know, I'm tired of doing a half cut crease, and I've really been trying not to do them a lot recently. Like, I've been trying to not do a half cut crease, because for a while that's all I was doing, and you know, it just kind of gets tiring. I hope you enjoyed look number 2. For lashes, I'm wearing the Isla Beauty lashes in the style Lani. Use my code Joshua for 10% off all their products, because actually I'm wearing their gloss today in Paradise over the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Nude Mood. This is literally my favorite nude of all time, especially when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I can just pop this on and then like go out the door because it's literally so cute. I wanted to spice it up because I noticed like when I wore it last, it's very, very drying. So I wanted to apply the gloss over it, and the Isla Beauty gloss in the shade Paradise is so nice. And it has this pop of like purpley pinky tones. You can kind of see it in the bottle, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed look number 2, and now let's move on to look number 3. So it's time for look number 3. I am so ready. I've had such a good time playing with this palette. I feel that it's like really, really cute, but it has been kind of hard coming up with color schemes. So yeah, let's move on. Today I have like a pretty good idea of what I want to do, so yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to be grabbing the shade Drought and Cub, these two right here, and I'm just going to be mixing those together with this fluffy brush, just dipping back and forth between each one. I'm just going to be taking those 2 shades and just blending them all in my crease, like so. Today is Wednesday, the 20th. This video is going up Friday, I believe. So hi Friday, how are ya? Not doing anything today, just gonna be filming. I'm gonna edit all 3 looks, like the footage for each one. And then that's it. I think I might take a test later, but that's really it. It's basically all the color that I want. So now I'm gonna be taking the shade Prowl, this one right here. It's the lighter shimmer of the 2 in the palette. The other one is right here, Lioness. But I'll just be taking this on this little flat brush. Well, it's not really flat, it's kind of fluffy. I'm going to be spraying it with some setting spray just because I know it has a lot of fallout and I don't want that. Basically, I'm just going to be putting this all over my lid and even in the crease. I know that's a little bit of a weird, like, saying, but you know, we're just going to do whatever. Just going to be applying Prowl all over the lid, even in the crease, like so. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little bit of fallout with the shimmer shades. There always is. So yeah. So now I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish up this eye and pop on a wing liner, and we'll be back to do the lower lash line. Okay, I decided not to do this eye right now because my eyeliner needs to like kind of not dry up, and it's drying up just by doing this one. So yeah, this is the one wing all complete. It is still drying because I just got finished with it, but I really like it. It's really cute, and I like the shimmer. I mean, I know it's a little bit different, but I mean, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, period. I'm gonna be taking this fluffy Menagerie Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into the shade Main, which is this one right here, and I'm just be blowing that on my lower lash line. Basically just blending it and blending it like down, because that's like basically the whole point. I'm gonna be taking the shade Pride, this right here, and I'm just gonna be blending that into Main, sorry. Basically just gonna be blending it and blending it. I have Pride laid down. I'm just gonna be going back in with Main and just blending that out a little bit more. Like that. Ooh, yeah, that's very smoky. I'm living. Okay, now I'm gonna be taking this pencil brush and dipping into Mighty Roar, which is the darkest color in the palette. This one right there. I'm just gonna be taking Mighty Roar and blending that into my lower lash line. I'm keeping it very close just because it's so dark. Taking Mighty Roar and blending it close to the winged liner just because you want it to be smooth. A nice transition. So that is looking very, very pretty. I'm really happy with it so far. It's looking very nicely. Today is just another one of those days where it's like everything is going nicely. What time is it? It's literally like 9 o'clock, I think. I got up like super early, like 5:30 early. And I've just been up. I watched Lady and the Tramp on Disney Plus, the newer one. And it's so good. If you have Disney Plus, I totally recommend you to watch Lady and the Tramp. I've just been watching like a lot of the Out of the Vault movies. So that newer one I haven't watched because it kept advertising it for me to watch it, and I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. Like, I want to watch this one, like the older ones. But if you have Disney Plus, I totally recommend you to watch the new Lady and the Tramp. It's so good. I'm just gonna be taking this little brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into the Hunt, which is this like rusty orange color right here, and I'm actually gonna be putting that in my inner corner. I'm just putting that in my inner corner as like a pop of that like orangey color. That is basically the eye look all complete. I need to apply something to my brow bone. So I'm going to be taking this palette that they have from Menagerie Cosmetics where you can fill up their single shadows. And I have one single shadow in there. It's the shade Pearl. It's from their Whale Song palette, and I'm actually wearing it as highlighter. For all 3 looks, I've actually wore it as highlighter. So, I mean, if you just like wanted to know, there you go. I've mentioned it. So you would know. But anyway, I'm going to be taking this. I need a pencil brush. Let's find one. And I'm going to be taking Pearl and just putting that on my brow bone. Just as like a little spark, because I know we already have like a lot of shimmer up there, but you know. And there we go. That is one eye all complete. I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. I'm going to throw on some lashes, something on my lips, and we'll be back to like regroup and talk about my thoughts on the palette. Okay, so I'm back and look number 3 is all completed. What do we think? I really, really like it, honestly. I feel like it kind of reminds me of like bees, kind of, from like the yellow and black. But yeah, I think that it looks really nicely. The shadows performed amazing. Lips, I'm wearing the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Floor Liquid Lipstick in the shade Weirdo. I'm still on the fence about this. Like, every time I try it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But I had the Isla Beauty Gloss in the shade Paradise underneath it. And so now it's not as, like, dry and, like, matte. And I kind of, like, really, really like it. Like, it's not, like, as drying. That's why I really never wear liquid lipsticks, is because they always dry out on my lips so fast. Yeah. Lashes, I'm wearing the Isla Beauty lashes in the style Lani. You know that you can use my code Joshua for 10% off their products. And I really, really like these lashes. I like how they come over the liner so you can, like, really see them. And they're, like, really dramatic on the outer, corner of my eye. And I'm just, like, they give that, like, cat eye effect, like, you know, so yeah. Yeah, I really like this look, and I hope that you enjoyed the 3 looks. Now we're going to move on to basically my review of the palette. After trying it for now, this is my 4th look with it. So now that I've tried this palette for 4 looks, I basically have an idea of, like, what I think about it. For my first impression, I had so much trouble with the shimmers. I don't know if, like, maybe the eye primer, like, got onto the shimmers and it's, like, made them hard. But they're still very, very hard to work with. Maybe it's just the formula and I'm not used to it, but they are very, very different. But they swatch amazing. Like, for instance, here's Prowl. Like, look at that. Like, that's so pretty. Like, yes, the shimmers are very, very pretty. I don't know. I really don't like the formula. I'll just have to give them, like, another go or so. I really like the shimmer, or I guess it's called a metallic, This one right here, Pearl. I wear it as highlighter all the time. This was my first palette from Menagerie Cosmetics, and I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I really, really like it. I definitely want to try out more of their palettes. The quality of their palettes are very, very, like, heavy duty. Like, it's good quality. Like, even this one too, it's like good quality, which obviously it's not going to weigh as much because I only have one shadow. But like when I picked this up, I was like, whoa, like I don't really know what I was expecting, but it felt like heavy. I was like really amazed by that because like an indie brand, it's good quality. Like just like look at that artwork, like tell me like that is amazing, which the artwork is done by, it says right here who made the cover art. Formula is a little bit different in the shimmers, but the mattes work amazing. There's a little bit of fallout, which I've talked about all through this and in my first impressions. So yeah, if you're looking to get this palette, I think that you should if you like the color story. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified for every video that I upload, because the time varies sometimes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Okay, guess we doing just